So here we're going to evaluate some limits that use a graph or a table. I think the graph ones are probably some of the more easy ones because they're visually, like we can see kind of visually what's happening and fairly straightforward. The table may be a little bit more difficult. I don't think it's too bad, but really we just need to see what's happening on the left and the right side. So when we talk about this graph, looks like these first 6 here are talking about my graph. So as x approaches the value of 2, we see that the left side and the right side are approaching the same value. Because there's no minus or plus here, I know I'm talking about a two-sided limit, so both the left and the right side have to point towards the same y value, and in this case they do. So our first one here is going to be 4. Second part here, as x approaches infinity, we see on the graph, it looks like it's either at 4 or approaching 4. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We can see that this one here is also going towards the y value of 4. As x approaches -3, now we have a one-sided limit, -3 from the right side. So where's -3? Okay, so looks like we're approaching the y value of 2. Now the left side doesn't matter because we're just looking at the right side for this one. As we go towards negative infinity, looks like we're going towards positive infinity. Again, in this specific graph, the right side, looks like it's an asymptote or leveling off at 4, whereas the left side here looks like its arrow is pointing up and it's going to continue to go up forever. So I'm kind of assuming here, based off of the graph, that it's going on forever upwards. So that's why I get this positive infinity for this one. Now I have my -3 from the left side, which this one is not approaching the same value because this one's approaching 0. If the left side and right side don't approach the same value, then the two-sided limit, which is this next one right here, since the left and right side don't both point towards the same y value, then that limit doesn't exist. Similar idea here. So this last two here are going to be dealing with this table. We're looking as x approaches 8 from the left side. What's the y value approaching? It looks like it's getting smaller, maybe getting closer to about 2.5. Then the next one says as x approaches 8. So this is a two-sided limit, meaning the left side and the right side need to be approaching the same y value, which the left side looks like it's approaching 2.5. The right side is getting bigger. It looks like it's approaching 10. Since these two are not pointing towards the same y value, then I know this limit does not exist.